what made you go in that direction? Because it's a very common point. So what triggered that emotion?
One was related to the househelp who used to work in our house. And we used to live in an apartment before where there was one common toilet used by about 30 to 40 workers.
Right.
And she once was talking to my partner and she was telling her that how she finds it very awkward to go and use because the common toilet in the apartment is next to a security guard cabin. And she just mentioned that she didn't talk about anything else. She didn't even ask us whether I can use the house. And that kind of and she said something at the end. She said, "I can't drink water till I reach home." And that kind of really has troubled me a lot. It just made me feel like something that a very basic need is kind of really violated. But more than it being about access to that, I also felt the homes where they work, the homes itself are not opening the access. So the introspection was more about how does class bias come in from the class that I am from, English class. It was really an introspection of that. That was really the style.
Beautiful.
That's a nice message also. This.
So it started with my story of taking care of my best friend's father, and I was supposed to direct my final college project actually, and I was looking for a story to write, and around that time my best friend's father got ill and I rushed back to Delhi to take care of him, and sort of I drew that experience in, and I didn't find it correct enough to replicate that exact incident, because it had just happened with him. So me and my writer, we sat together for a while and we sort of drew from that. And once I did, I started to make characters and then delve into them. So that sort of process. Correct. It's actually it's sort of, when we were writing it, it sort of became his coming of age, for the lack of a better phrase. Because you don't know what you're into sometimes, and that is where especially where he comes from, because he's a domestic help, and it's sort of something it's not his passion. It's not like it's his passion. He's doing it to earn money, and because he sort of gets into that because of that reason, the whole liking and hating his job doesn't come into play. It's just as a matter of fact. And then when Babuji passes away, sort of that becomes a point of realization for him, and that is when he shaves his head.
No, and the second thing that you have shown, actually the son residing in states and all that.
Correct.
So there is such a common problem. You go to north areas like Chandigarh and all that.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
will find plenty of people, even in Mumbai,
Definitely.
plenty of people like him
Yeah.
who are actually dependent on the servants.
Correct.
That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, beautifully picturized. Very good.
Ethan, what was your process of casting? Because I see all those people were non-professional actors. So,
Yeah, mostly they all were non-professional, but the main lead
No, he is there and he has really worked very well.
The intention was to cast non-professional actors because it coincidentally happens to be a theatre actor. We didn't intended him to be part of that because of his experience as an actor, but it coincidentally means he wrote the actor that I was.
I mean, what you show in South of Monsoon is not even the tip of the iceberg when you consider the trauma that the migrants have faced. But once the film ended, I think because there were too many people sitting here, I couldn't see that the phone got stolen. My siblings here told me, "Arey, chori ho gaya phone." And and after when the film, there was a black scene and the film has ended, I felt, oh shit, I can't say more trauma than this because it was already so heart-wrenching to see his journey. So very well done to that, because The question is, how do you decide that, okay, I want to stop here and this is the after effect that I want the audience to have?
So actually, the film ended when he released from the jail.
Okay.
Actually, but I don't want it to end there. And I think his life is not like that. He सब कुछ अच्छा हो जाता है लास्ट में. So means we don't control life. मतलब एक problem गया तो शायद से 10 आएंगे. तो इसलिए वो एक तरह से लाइफ का जो एटीट्यूड है, इसलिए वो absurdity of life.
I also was very touched, intrigued, and really respected the way you got him to change the kurta in
Yeah.
the last ride scene.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk a little
So that
about
was actually because in college we
and the
were told-
kurta that is stained? So
Yeah. So in college we were told to make a 15-minute film. This got 25 minutes luckily. But so this scene was supposed to be elongated. In the initial draft, the intent of this scene was to also show that everybody is sort of getting to wear white. The people we've not seen in the entire film, the people we don't know of at all, are wearing white but him. So the initial few drafts, the initial intent of this entire scene was actually Kishan going to his son, Babuji's son, and asking him, in just a moment, asking him कि आपके पास एक extra white कुर्ता है क्या पहनने को? And his son says that अभी पंडित जी वो थाली मांग रहे हैं, वो कुर्ता बाद में देख लेना. Not disrespectfully, but just as a just reality. So, but because the script was getting very lengthy, we had to cut it down short. So I just got stuck on him changing the difference of him not having that white and having that white, and then obviously the stained kurta was. I wanted to bring it back, so I used that.
yeah, I really like the kind of empathy and respect that all three films have about people we don't consider that are part of us, but they are very much part of us, and the dignity that each protagonist in these films play, and considering your young age, particularly all three of you.